I first met Joe in student union activities at KU, and I was drawn to Joe based on his intelligence and self-confidence.
Nathan was always in a good mood, always happy, and it was just infectious. You could tell everybody wanted to be around him. He had a very warm, fun personality that made it very easy to talk to him. That's ultimately what it was, the joy that he had around people. He was also quite competent. You could tell he was very smart, well-spoken, and really could convey a message succinctly and to a wide audience, which is like a weird trait to really value, but I think it's attractive. And that's one of the things that really drew me to him.
One of the things I love the most about Joe is his patience and his understanding and his sense of calm. It's very grounding for me as I can be a bit erratic and emotional at times. I find Joe's presence really calming, and I find his patience really beneficial for our relationship and our marriage.
For Nathan, it is his bias for action and sense of adventure. He sees the world as an opportunity to be experienced, and he takes action to have those experiences. I love that about him. I live more of a life with Nathan. That's always true.
I think back to our time together on our honeymoon in Bora Bora. Our honeymoon in Bora Bora was one of the most special moments that we've ever had together. I also think about our safari to South Africa. It was a life-changing experience for the both of us, and being able to spend that time together was really special.
There are those instances where he catches me off guard. Those are super fun. There are those times in which he is super present, takes advantage of the moment, jumps into the freezing cold lake because he thinks it would be a fun experience. And then when we're around our friends, just kind of seeing him hold court every now and then, Nathan really takes the cake in terms of his ability to engage in conversation with a wide swath of people. And again, just kind of show with humility just how great he is and how good he is at what he does and what he cares about. And you can tell that passion comes out. And so it's just, you kind of sit back and smile and say oh, yep, very much in love.
The secret to our relationship is communication, calmly, thoughtfully, and respectfully communicating our thoughts and feelings and our hopes and dreams and desires to each other, even when that is difficult, and then remaining patient and listening to the other person. We talk about a lot, we connect frequently, and we always check in with each other with an understanding of the importance of communication, but also being patient and not wanting things to happen too quickly.
We embrace every argument as a means to better understand the person. It might not feel that way at the very beginning, but it never feels like it is potentially damaging to our relationship. It's just we're frustrated with the situation or the moment or specific behavior. And then inevitably we get past it and somebody kind of sees the point, or we get to something where it's oh, this has been my experience that makes me feel like this. Could you just not do that? And it's a good justification for the other person to change their behavior, or kind of everybody recognize that it's just, we can move past that. I think that's one of the keys. The other key is to ignore the old adage, never go to bed angry, because a lot of times you're angry because you're tired. Sleeping, even if it's really terrible sleep, always brings some clarity.
Our hopes and dreams are a bit more short-term. We are both figuring out our careers and what we're looking for professionally, and just trying to grow together while respecting our own individual interests and career aspirations. Things have been going really, really well. We have a nice sense of adventure, and we hope to keep taking trips and go skiing and see our family and friends, and just remain patient and communicative and go on that journey together and grow both individually and separately, but also together as a result as a couple.
As we move into middle age and get to the point where I think we're happy in our careers and secure, and we can kind of put that a little bit more on the back burner and focus more on what do we want to get out of the rest of our lives. I think that's something that I'm excited to figure out in the next years of our marriage. What do the big steps look like? We are kind of in control of our own destiny here. There's not many forces that could come in and kind of sway us into one piece. It's really what we want to seek out. It's not a position that we've been in the past. And so I'm excited to figure out what we actually want.